Hi, I'm Dana,
And I'm Phillip.
and we teach sixth grade humanities at the Wheeler School in Providence.
Our project is the final section of a quarter-long unit based on the novel Amina's Voice, which you can see here. In this stage of the quarter, we are guiding students through identifying the major themes and big ideas that emerge from the book, which could be factual, they could be contextual, they could be historical background, they could be about character relationships, all the things that the kids are picking up on with our support. They're going to be using the QFT process, which they've already practiced during the quarter, to identify specific lines of inquiry that they want to follow up on. And then in teams, they're going to be researching, discussing, and organizing their learning and preparing a final presentation in Adobe Spark. Since this is all happening during the first quarter of sixth grade, the entry year for our middle school, it's another important opportunity to introduce or review both how student-directed learning can work and the traits of effective teams in the context of also learning these digital tools that they can use to support and enhance their work. And ideally build up a large enough repertoire of digital tools that they can start making good critical decisions about this is the tool that will work for this particular project.
Okay, so for this project, what we did is we put together a teaching plan because we teach with a team of other teachers and we wanted this to be ready to go with classroom directions as well as links and models. So this teaching plan goes through the major steps of the process in which they look for major themes, create questions, and then start the inquiry process. So it really takes kids through the whole inquiry process as well as with ongoing reflection. So from the beginning, we'll be having them use Poplet as they are coming up with the major themes, to help brainstorm and create these questions that they might explore. Throughout it, they will be doing ongoing reflections through Flipgrid. And a major part of it really is this will be their first research inquiry project in sixth grade. So we wanted to narrow it down to just a couple starting points for their research as middle schoolers. Use Sweetshirts, Newsella, or World Book, nothing else. And then this guided note-taking form, just thinking you're doing all this inquiry, all this research, how do you organize it together? So we have a model as well. We will be walking through this with them, and they'll be working again collaboratively in groups, but also have a model done for them that they can look back at if they're confused based on a book that they read over the summer. So
the design process was definitely an example of why it's important to feel like you've got enough time to try out different ideas. It took us a long time to decide which part of the whole first quarter of sixth grade we wanted this particular project to focus on. We looked at having the kids do researching and designing stations to teach their classmates about Islam or teach them about Urdu, which is the language spoken by the family in the book. And we also thought about focusing on how do we get them to start working in small collaborative book reading, book sharing, book club, essentially teams.
So this overview document that they use, we again feel like it'll be helpful for anyone to follow through and use, as well as the links to the various resources. So ultimately, we'll give it a go this year for the first time.
And share it with our teammates, since there are other sixth grade homeroom teachers besides us who are doing the same material.
And then ultimately, we all know that going through things once, you see what works, see what doesn't, and we'll get a lot of feedback from the students as to what worked and how we can improve on it next time, because we'll be doing lots of inquiry throughout the year. So thanks very much.